Yesterday I talked about some data transfer instruction and I have given the few examples for this one for move instruction. So आज अपन और भी instructions की बात करेंगे. So here I shown that in this example that I have given written instruction this move bx8538. Okay. So you must remember that of this will transfer the data. This will try to load this 8538 into bx. Okay. But whenever we are using this bx as a memory, for example we can go to this example. Yes, correct. Okay, so now here this in this instruction I talked about that you have to load this bx I am assuming as a memory address. So you have to load bx into this 0301 will be loaded into the bx, and in the next instruction I am treated this is a address. Okay, so now for example this bx is considered as a one type of base register, although it is called as a general purpose register also of 16-bit, but it is also called as a base register. So whenever we are talking about the base register, the address is calculated by using this formula. So for this, the physical address we need to calculate, the physical address can be given as a data segment multiplied by 10 plus bx. So finally whatever the address is, for example I started this bs by 3000, I multiplied it by 10, so it will become 30,000, and plus I have given the value of 0301. So this will give me the physical address from where the data will be copied from this memory address. From here we can see data will be copied from this memory address to this CS. One more important point I will tell you on here is that I will continue with this one. I have given them an example of 8 also. So I want to tell you something about that. In 8086 we normally talk about the two different type of things. The first one is called as a byte. Byte means 8-bit. Okay, so it will normally deal with the registers where the size of the register is 8-bit. I am writing as a 8-bit. But when we talk about the word means 2 byte, and the 2 byte, 1 byte is equivalent to 8-bit, so total it is a 16-bit. Okay, so here we will use the register of 16-bit. So it is very important thing is that कि कब हम byte की बात कर रहे हैं, कब हम word की बात कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. So for example if I am writing an instruction just like move ax comma cx, so here the word will be moved from cx into the ax. Okay, but whenever I am talking about move cl comma bl, for example if I am writing this type of instruction, so obviously one byte is copied on here. So this will talking about the byte. Please be remember about this thing. Okay, so today we will talk about the few more type of data transfer instruction. The first one we can take as the push. Okay, so before starting to this one I will tell you the few important point about this one, that we are having some segments, you know, some default segments. We are having default segments. Okay, so what type of operation is performing? For example, when we talk about the instruction fetch operation is going on. So what type of segment will be used on here? This type of segment will be, I am writing here as a code segment. Okay, because you are dealing with the some instruction, and instruction is normally called as a one type of code. So this is called as an instruction fetch. Okay, so by default the segment will be used as this one, and you know that the for offset for that one will be, if I am using CS, then offset will be instruction pointer. Okay, the another one is called, if I am using some stack related operation, I am writing stack operation. So in this case stack operation, my segment will be SS, which is called stack segment, and in this case I will use offset either as a SP stack pointer or as a base pointer. Okay, another type of thing is called general data. If you want to put any data for calculation in 8086 microprocessor, then in this case you have to use the data segment for that one, and in this case you can use the segments for that one. It may be anything just like SI, DI, or any type of BX, base pointer, or BP or something like that. So you can use any type of offset for that one. I will tell you one by one how this will be used. Okay, so in this case we can think about that apart from this default segment, we can use either code segment, extra segment, and stack segment also for this one. So I am putting the line on here. Is that okay? So if you are calculating the some address by using this offset, that address is normally called as a effective address. Please remember, if I am using something is called effective address. Please remember that effective address and the physical address are totally different things. Okay, effective address, first you have to calculate the effective address, and then finally you have to calculate the physical address. So physical address is normally deal with the memory. So जब भी हमको मेमोरी से कोई अगर डाटा उठाना है या लेना है तो उस केस में हमको फिजिकल एड्रेस की जरूरत होगी, लेकिन इफेक्टिव एड्रेस अभी मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं. Similarly, when we are going for any type of string related operation, string source. So in this case of string source, I will use again DS. Okay, same type of thing I can use on there, but the offset will be SI, which is called the source index. Okay, if I'm talking the same thing about a string destination, again in this case I will use extra segment for the string. String is normally called, this for example I told about my college name is HGS ITS, so this is called the string. So 8086 microprocessor is able to do the operation on the string also. So string source means कहाँ पर वो string रखी हुई है, और string destination मतलब finally आपको compute करके वो string कहाँ रखनी है. तो अगर string source के लिए अगर आपको use करना है तो you can use data segment as a default segment. Destination के लिए अगर आप use करेंगे then you will use ES for that one. Again we will use DI for that one, which is called as a destination index for that one. Okay. BX is normally used as a, I told you, this BS is used as a one type of the pointer. If I am using BS as a pointer, then my default segment will be definitely DS, data segment, and in this case I will use the same CS, ES, SS if I don't want to use DS, and again effective address will be used as a one type of terminology. Okay. So effective address कैसे बनेगा? तो effective address बनाने के लिए मैं आपको एक यहाँ पे example देना चाहूँगा. That for example, if you want to calculate the effective address, then effective address will be DS multiply. Effective address will be finally it will be just like whatever the value of BX. Okay, so BX address will be effective address, and finally if you are giving some displacement plus I am writing as a displacement, so this is called as a effective address. Displacement is a one type of thing which is called as a separation between the two values. If I am keeping the separation of 2 between the two values, it's for example I will give the example in the next slide. What is displacement? I will tell you this thing. Okay, don't worry about that. One more important thing is that if I am using BP base pointer as a pointer, then in this case I will use stack segment, again the same thing, and effective address will be used. I will tell you what is displacement. First of all, displacement is either of 8-bit value or 16-bit value. Okay, for example, if I am using one memory location and I kept one word So I kept my one word. So if I'm saying word, word means 2 byte. If I'm saying my address is 3000 location and one memory location is 3001. Okay, so this is my complete word. Okay, so if next word I am keeping at the 2 memory location, this is my word number 2, word 2, this is word 1, this is word 2. So obviously you can think about that. I will point to this memory location 3000 for the first word. So my first pointer, I will point to 30,000 memory location for the word 1, and for the word 2 I will point to next memory location. So you can think about that the displacement between these two words is of two addresses. So this is called displacement. Okay, so you just mention the displacement. You need not to mention the addresses. You just mention the displacement कि कितने कितने distance पर आपका word रखे हुए हैं. So you just mention this. So you can think about that. Here, if I am writing something just like SI plus 2, so this 2, if I am writing something like this into some instruction, so this 2 is called the displacement. It's called the displacement. Means you can think about that whenever I am talking about the SI, this SI will be always increment by 2. So this is called the displacement. Okay. Next very important thing is that I will give you some more examples. Just come to point. Okay. For example, if I am writing this instruction for the conclusion of this table, I will say move AL comma BP. Okay. So what do you mean by this one? If I am saying BP, so you can just refer to that table. The BP is normally used for the stack segment. Okay. So you can think about that. For example, the stack segment, if I am having the value as 30,000, okay, and the BP is having the value, because BP is treated as an offset value, it is having the value of 0010H. Okay, so I can calculate the address, the physical address will be 30,000 plus 0010H. Okay, so my address will be total 10H. Okay, so from here whatever the data is available, so for example, if some data is available on this address, this is my physical address, so whatever data will be available on this, for example, the data is available on here is 09H. Okay, so finally when this instruction will be executed, my AL will be having this value as 09H. Okay, so 09. Okay, now come to the next more example about that. Move CX comma BX. So for example, if I am having the value of I am using BX, so BX is normally treated as a base pointer. Okay, so base pointer is normally, whenever the base pointer is used, I will use the segment as a DS. Okay, data segment. Okay, so for example, if I am having the data segment value as at 20,000, okay, and if I am having the value of BX, just like you can say 0020H, so finally this instruction will loop the DS. What is the value of DS now? So we are referring to that table that I drawn on there. So we can consider on here that total physical address is DS multiplied with the 10H plus 0028. So final whatever the address is coming, for example, the physical address after this calculation will be 2008. 20H. Okay, so finally whatever data will be available, whatever, so I am saying, because you can see the size of this destination is 16 bit. Okay, so whatever the data, whatever the 16-bit data is available on this here, 16-bit data. So obviously 16-bit data cannot be stored on the one memory location. It will take the two memory location, 2000 20 and 20021H. Okay, so here at this addresses my data will be stored, and that data will be copied into, this data will be copied into the CL, and this data will be copied into the C of H. Okay, is it clear? So definitely we are talking on some different type of operation that we discussed yesterday, but we will have to always remember that we have to go like that. I will give the one more example, that move, if I am using this type of instruction, move AN, comma, I will use the base pointer. Please tell me what is the meaning of this one, and source index. Please can you tell me what will be the meaning of this one? So first of all, I have to calculate this effective address. So here some effective address will be used. This is called the effective address. I am writing as a EA. So EA is called as a effective address. Okay, so for example, if I am taking the data just like BP, the base pointer value is 0010H, and my SI is having the value just like 0040H. Okay, so I will calculate my so if I doing this calculation, because it is showing BP plus SI, so BP value is I am having is 0010. सबसे पहले हम effective address calculate करेंगे. So 0, please remember, whenever we are calculating the effective address, you need not to do shifting or multiply with the 10. That will normally do with the physical address. So it will become 0500. Okay, so now one more thing is that we have calculated this as a effective address. Okay, so this is my E of A, effective address. Okay, so now important thing is that here I am using BP. So BP, then the segment that I have to use for the BP is stack segment. So for example, my stack segment is having the value of 33,000H. Okay, so obviously when I am going to calculate the physical address, then in this case I will multiply it with the 10 plus 0050H. So this will become, whatever the value is coming is called the physical address. So finally you can think about that, the data that is available on this one memory location, for example it is 30050H. So whatever the data which is available on this physical address will be copied. For example, this is having the one data, assume this having the data just like A9, or we can say A2. This is the data is available, and when this instruction is executed, so this data will be copied into the AL after the execution of this instruction. Is it clear till now? So you can think about that, what type of instruction we are using, what type of code segment will become automatically into the picture. You have to think about that. Okay, I will give the one more example for that one. You can think about one more thing. If I am writing the instruction just like move CS colon BX comma AL. Anybody please reply that what is the meaning of that one, how you can calculate the physical address. So you have to calculate, because you can think about this is source, it contains some 8-bit data. Very important thing is that 8-bit data is stored on here. Okay, and this is the destination. So for the destination I have to use some, because this is the sense we can say we are having the code segment colon BX. So obviously some address should be calculated on here. So for example, if the code segment is having the value just like 1000, and bx is having the value of, if I'm saying the bx is having the value of 00. So I can say that my physical address will be 10,000 into 10 plus 0020h. So my physical address will be here 10020h. So finally, whatever, for example, the content of AL, I am writing the content of AL will be moved on this address. Okay, it will be moved on this address. So ultimately, we are writing this instruction. We are only giving the references that you have to calculate the physical address. 8086 will take care about that one, and automatically the data will be transferred from here to here. So this is very important thing, is that you should remember that what type of instruction you are feeding for that, and according to it you have to do the calculation. So next type of instruction that I will tell you for the data transfer, you have seen the move, we have seen the all the possibility of the move. The next one I am calling that whenever you are using the stack, you know very well that whatever, why we use the stack, because if the programmer or if the processor think about that it is having some lack of the register, and if you still want to store the data, then in this case it will refer the temporary memory location, and that temporary memory location is normally called as a stack. Okay, so for example, this stack operation is totally different as compared to 8085 microprocessor. Okay, the thing is that whenever you are using the stack, so stack is always used with the combination of stack segment of with the offset of SPA. Okay, so for example, I will give you the one example, that if you are having this stack segment address as 30,000, okay, 3000h, and the stack pointer is having the value of 0034h. Okay, so obviously my physical address will be calculated. My physical address will be how the physical address will be calculated. So physical address will be calculated by taking the base segment, multiply it with a 10 plus 0034h. So my address, the physical address will be here is 3330034h. So this is my physical address. Okay, one more important concept on here is that whenever we want to put the some data on the stack, so we normally use this type of instruction for putting the data on the stack. It is called the push. But here please remember that if you are putting any type of thing on here, is that you have to mention the register of 16 bit. Means always you want to put a word, means word will be pushed on the stack. Okay, if you want to put any 16-bit 8-bit data, it is not allowed. Okay, so for example, again we will take the physical address with this combination. If I am having 300034h, so my stack is initialized on here. So as I am saying, and if suppose I am having the one value C of x, so this C of x I want to push the content of C of x, and the content that is available, that is inside, so it is having some data. So obviously this data is available into CH and CL. Okay, so if I draw the stack, so for example my stack segment I initialize at the memory location 30,000. Okay, and it is going like this. Okay, so this is my starting of stack segment. I am writing this is starting of stack segment. So for example, here it is going like this. So I am drawing some dotted line on here. So here it is going, and here I will say my addresses will be start for this. So the first address on here is that 300030. Another address is like this 30031, three two, 30033, and 30034. For example, it is going like that. So you can think about that. The physical address is coming on here. The physical address is coming on here. But when I am giving this instruction for pushing this one, I am writing the instruction just like push C of X. So what do you mean by the push C of X? Before starting it, what the operation that is performed? Before starting this, the SP will be decrement by 2. Okay. So for example, my SP will be having the one value which is 0034. So it is 0034 will be decrement by 2. So this will become 0032H. So finally, on the basis of this, we can think my new physical address will come into the picture. So obviously it is will be become 30032H. So you can think about that. Starting was this, okay, but before the pushing operation, my pointer is saying you have to start to put the data on here. So obviously it has performed the decrement operation. So this value will be copied here, 28. Okay, again it will be, or we can say, if I am going in the reverse way, because it is having some decrement property. So my CH value is here copied, and my this value will be copied here, 30. So in this way my operation is performed. And finally, if I am saying what is the value of my stack pointer correctly, so it is saying 0034H. Okay. So if you are giving the one more instruction for that one, according to it your stack pointer will be decrement by this one. I will tell you few more example for this one, that you can use some value for stack segment or any segment value. You can do it for that one. There is an alternative instruction for that one, is called push F. Push F. This is complete instruction. Push F. Okay. So this says that you have to push the contents of flags on this stack. Okay. So again the same operation will be performed, but we have seen that stack is normally called as a one type of the 16-bit register. I will tell you. This is my D0 and this is my D15. So according to here I will say this is my carry flag, parity, auxiliary carry, and here my I will say that 1 2 3 4 5 6. So here my sign will be used and 0 flag will be used. That is similar to 85 microprocessor. And here overflow, direction, interrupt, and trap will be used. So I will tell you that if I want to divide into the two different registers, it is called as a flag MSB. Sorry, flag not MSB. It is the LSB, flag LSB, and this value is called as a flag MSB. So they are treated as a two different 8-bit register. So you know that whenever using the flag, so we can think about this flag is of 16 bit. So I divided this flag into the two different part of 8 bit, 8 bit of MSB, 8 bit of LSB. Okay, so similar to this, you can think about that the MSB part, first the stack will be decrement by 2, and then finally the MSB part will be put first, and then LSB part will be put by second. So similarly, by using this instruction, you can put the contents of uh, flex on the stack. Okay, similarly, the reverse of this one is available with the help of pop. Okay, so the pop instruction says that uh, there is a format for that one. If I am writing, please remember, if I am writing push CX, so this is called the source, and the content of this source will be copied on stack. Okay, the reverse of this one is called the pop of CX. Sorry. So pop of CX. So the reverse operation is that whatever the content that is available on this stack, it will copy on this register. So this register will be treated as a destination. This register will be treated as a. So again the same thing, you can copy the content here. Okay, so just like this one, only the difference between the push and pop is that the pop will try to increase the stack pointer by 2, and then finally it will put the content on this one. Okay, the remaining method will be same, just like we have done in the 885 microprocessor. One more important thing is that for the pop, if you want to take the values of flex you have already put on the stack, if you want to retrieve it, you can retrieve it with the help of this instruction pop F. So this is called just for the flex. So it will revert, or we can say it will retrieve the flag values on flag values from stack. Is it clear? I hope so that it is clear to all of you. Okay, any doubt till now? Okay, I will tell you one more data transfer instruction is called XGAG. XGAG is normally in 885 we have said that it is normally used just like this XGAG. So it will try to exchange the value between D and HL. Okay, so but here this criteria is not there. You can exchange the value between any type of register. So importantly, the size will be very important on here is that suppose if I am writing just XGAG and source and destination, so we can think about that one, the value, for example, if I am writing one instruction just like this. Okay, so this will be treated as a source and this will be destination. Obviously the value will be interchanged between these two, but the value after the exchange, the final value is kept inside the destination, so it contains the final value of exchange. Okay, so this will be destination for that one. For example, if I am having in the CX I am having 1 2 3 4 8, and in the case of BX I am having value just like AABBH, because both are 16 bit. So after the execution of this instruction, the value that is stored into this one is the CX will be having the value of AA BBH, and then BX will be having the value of 1 2 3 4 8. Okay, I will give you one more example that you can directly so it is on the word basis. We can say the operation that is performed, this is on the word basis. Okay, if you want to perform the operation on the byte basis, you can use the instruction just like XCHG. You can take any of these 8-bit register, for example AL comma CL. So finally, if I want to say, so finally these two values of 8-bit register will be exchanged with this one, and the final value will be kept by this one. One more instruction of that transfer I will tell you. The in and out instruction. Okay, so normally in 85 microprocessor we have seen that the value of the data that is transferred between the some port address and the accumulator. So similar type of thing is possible on here is that if you are writing some instruction just like in AL comma 0 F at H. Please be remember where that this is the port address. So the port address is definitely will be the some source, and this AL is a destination. Okay. So finally, I have the one device which is connected. The device having the port address of 8-bit, but actually whenever we are trying to write some values from A to F, always append with them 0. So this will be treated as a port address. Okay, please remember that intentionally we have to put one 0 to show it as a port address. Okay, so it's one port 8-bit device is available. I have put this one. So suppose I want to copy some byte. I am having this input device. Suppose this input device is having the port address of F at H. I want to copy this byte into AL. AL is a 8-bit register. Okay. So finally, with this instruction, my data will be transferred from this input device to this AL register. Suppose if anybody want to use some 16-bit on the word basis the data from any device. So in this case, we can use move AX comma. Suppose any device of 8-bit device I am having. So finally this will do the same operation. 95H is the device address. And the type of device is the input device. So finally data will be transferred inside the 8086, but it is on the word basis. Okay. So we can think about that this data transfer is going directly on the direct basis. So I am writing one more important point, that this is called as a direct type of instruction. Why direct type of instruction? Because you are clearly mentioning on here the port address. Okay. I am giving the example of indirect way also, that how we can go the indirect in operation. Indirect in operation. So how it is performed? For the indirect operation, we normally use the DX. Okay, indirect operation, normally when we use this in operation, input and output operation, we will use the one type of general purpose register for that one, and this is called as a DX. Okay, so if I am using DX, so DX is a 16-bit. First thing is that 16-bit register. So it can hold the addresses from the range that is 00000 to FFFF. Okay, so for example, if I am writing with some combination of the instruction just like this, so I initialize my DX with some 16-bit address 3058H, for example. So this is 16-bit address I loaded into this one, but it is not treated as an address until and this next instruction will tell you something that it is address. For this, temporarily we can say it is a one type of data that I loaded into the DX. Now, if I am pointing the next instruction, just like in AL comma DX. So it says that if it is having some byte, just try to copy this byte into this. So finally, this is some input device. I am pointing this input device with this one DX, and finally I am trying to copy the byte from that device into the register AL. Or in the subsequent instruction, if I am writing in AX comma DX, so finally it is trying to copy a word. It is trying to copy a word. So you can, again I am saying byte means 8-bit data, word means 16-bit data. Please remember, I will give you some examples on the emulator also for the same. Okay, so you can think about that. The possibility for the input is like that one, and similarly for the out instruction, can anybody tell me what pattern will be changed? So again my instruction format will be out, but here I will say this is my destination and this is my source. So obviously if I am having some 8086 microprocessor on here, this is my 8086 and this is my output device. So output device will be definitely having some port address. So the direction of data transfer will be from here to here. So either the data will go from AL or AX. Okay. So here the source will be your 8086 component. 8086 inside component. Please be remember. And destination will be your port address of that device. Okay. I will give you the one example for that. And that example is just like this. If I am saying that I am having the one output device with the same port address that I have taken from the input is 0f@h. Okay, so I can write down the instruction just like out 0f@h into L. So finally whatever the content, whatever the byte is available into L, it will be copied into this port address. Or if I am using some 16-bit this one, so I can directly say 0f@h comma X. So in this case the byte will be your word will be transferred, in this case the byte will be transferred. And in the indirect way, again the same thing is that so this is the direct way. If I go to the indirect way, I can go the indirect way like this. Indirect way is you can just write down just move dx comma p0f@h. Now writing out. Yeah, just tell me what was the syntax for that one. For the word basis, I will write down. I will just dx comma al, and for the word basis, on the byte basis. Okay, so finally whatever the content is available, it will go into 0. Okay, and this address is pointed by dx, so it will differ on here because it is indirect way. So finally first the AL data will be copied into the DX, then DX will look the address, so address is pointed by this first instruction. Okay, again if I want to go for this one out, so I will say DX comma. So this is the one of the possibility for the data transfer instruction. We will use this instruction in a practical way when we will write down some assembly language program for that one. For assembly language program, I will request you please go to the Google and just try to search emulator 8086, and when you download and install this emulator, it will definitely help in a assembly language programming of 8086 microprocessor. Okay, so yesterday we have seen the data transfer instruction as well as one of the example of arithmetic instruction. I will tell you that in the case of arithmetic instruction, we have seen all the possibility of add. Okay, so similarly, for example, if I'm writing the one thing on there is that for example, if I'm writing, can you please tell me what will happen on here is that add al comma 0f0h. So what will happen in this case? So obviously in this case my question says that al will be having the equation just like al plus, immediately I will add with this number 0f0. So finally one 8-bit number, because it contains the 8-bit number, it also contains this immediate data of 8-bit. So these two 8-bit data will be added and final result will be stored into the table. Okay, so I will give one more example is that, for example, I am having some previous carry and I want to add with the help of operand. So I will use the instruction just like ABC. Okay, so if I am writing just like these two instruction, the complete instruction DL comma CL. Can you please anyone tell me that what will happen? So it will say that whatever the content you are saying, the final DL value, the DL value will be just like this, DL plus CL plus CL. Okay, so previous carry, whatever the previous carry we are having, this previous carry will be added with the DL and CL content, and finally the final result, because if I am saying this is my source and this is my destination, so final data will be calculated on this. Okay, one more thing that I will tell you that apart from this one, I will use the one time of instruction that ADD I use add and ADC also. For increment purpose, we are having the instruction not the INR or INX, just like in 8085 microprocessor. I am having instruction just like INC. So if I am using INC stands for increment, it depends upon the what type of operand you are using. So if I am having INC and if I am giving 8-bit one, so finally the value of whatever, suppose for example the AL contains 09, so after the execution of this instruction, I will say the AL contains a value of 0h. Okay, so it is incremented. So similarly we can go for increment, we can say the BX. Okay, so whatever the value it is having, this value will be incremented by this one. Please remember that it will not affect any type of carry flag. Okay, so this one can we can use for any type of thing, just like we can use any type of pointer for that one. For example, my index pointer, if I am saying my index pointer be initialized at a value of 03028. Okay, so it is 16-bit value. So if I am giving on here INC SI, so my SI value will be incremented by, after the execution of this instruction, my SI value will be incremented by 0, 3, like this. So this is the 16-bit increment that I can do. So we can go for, we will use this type of thing whenever you are using looping, etc. So in the case of looping, we can use for that one. Okay, so I will tell you just 2 minutes more. I will tell you the one more important thing is that the reverse of this one is we can use subtraction as compared to addition. Okay, so subtraction operation, the instruction for this one, you can use the sub. It depends upon the what type of thing you are using. You are going for 8-bit or 16-bit, so you can go according to it, and then finally we can the syntax will be just like this: the sub source comma sorry sub destination comma source destination comma source. And obviously, as compared to ADC, where we talk about the previous carry is already added with the source and destination, so in this case the borrow will come into the picture. So the instruction format will be changed: subtract with the borrow, comma, source and destination. The same type of thing is done. Subtract. Okay. Okay. So I will say that decrement is having DEC. So it will decrement means it will subtract by -1 depending upon your destination. That whatever the destination. So I am saying DEC destination. Okay. So one more important point is that I will talk about that there is a one type of thing is called NEG. This is new instruction for us. This instruction is used for the 2's complement of any number. Okay, that I will show you in the next class. So thank you. I'm stopping here.